let's dive into display. And we'll just call it what it is. The theft they call display advertising, because that's what I see out there. I see this a lot. Now, this is where the real ad fraud exists. Depending on the source, digital ad fraud runs between $12 and $16 billion every year, and it's growing. This fraud's not perpetrated, though, by your display vendor. I want you to understand that. But generally by sketchy websites and mobile apps that they'll put up tons of ads, and they use bots, right, robots, to look at the ads and click on them. Now, while your SEM might be stealing from you, your SEM, by the way, provides you with your display marketing as well. While they might be stealing from you, they're generally not doing it with fake ad views and bot clicks, okay? So just like click fraud and PPC, your best option to combat digital ad fraud and display is to track and measure your ROI. So where do you track this? You track it in Google Analytics, of course. See, you should be buying display from your PPC provider and through the AdWords system only, so that all of the conversion metrics remain the same. So where is your SEM stealing when it comes to display? Let me take you through this. One, via the underreporting of admin and management fees, just like they do with PPC. And they do this by marking up the cost of the display ads. Now, to combat this, again, you need to be paying Google directly for your display as well. Let me give you a quick display theft example that I see a lot with display. Your agency, the person selling you the PPC and the display, they're buying display impressions for about $1 per 1,000 impressions, also called a $1 CPM, cost per 1,000. They sell these impressions to you at anywhere between $5 and let's say $18 CPM. And they tell you that's a good deal. This means that for every 1 million impressions, you should be paying $1,000. But instead, you're paying $5,000 to $18,000 for the same million impressions. Now, wait a minute. My SEM, my display advertising company, vendor, they're paying $1,000 and they're charging me between $5,000 and $18,000. Where did the extra $4,000 or $17,000 go? In their pocket. See, now, how are you falling for this? The number one problem is you're paying the SEM vendor for your display. You're paying them directly instead of paying Google through your AdWords account. And they're generously, I've seen this, hey, listen, we're not going to charge you for display. We're going to run that separately for you. So we're going to be generous, right? They're not charging you a management fee for display since you're already paying, 41% for your PPC management, but you're paying a whole lot more, generally up to 500% or more. That's why it says 500% plus markup. Now, they tell you again that a $5 CPM or an $18 CPM or anything in between, that's a great price. We got you a great price. You're going to be on all the top sites. Now, how do you combat this? Same as pay-per-click. Again, pay Google directly and link your display account to your analytics account. But Steve, hear this. Our vendor said they use multiple ad exchanges to optimize bid strategy. Okay? Those multiple ad exchanges, that's where the fraud occurs most often. Demand they only use Google for display and require that they link the display account with its spend, how much they're spending, to your analytics account. But again, just pay Google directly. We take care of all that.